All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hockey Podcast Network. We are doing a live watch along for the Boston Bruins against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Should be an epic night. Happy hockey night in Canada. We should call it hockey night in America because all the Canadian teams are playing in the United States. So technically it is hockey night in America. But either way, hope everyone's doing well at home. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network. Also, I'll be your host this evening, Grant Akeem. I'll explain the outfit in a little bit. But yes, I'm your host, Grant. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Let people know about the channel. Lots of awesome hockey content for you on this channel, like live watch-alongs, lots of awesome podcasts as well. Love it. Awesome. Make sure you follow us on the social media as well. At HockeyPodNet is the Twitter and Instagram. If you want to follow me on Twitter, at Grant Akeem is my handle. And then if you want to help support the channel, you can do that through the live chat. Right, let me know your score predictions for this game. Should be a pretty... I don't know if it'll be high scoring or low scoring. I'm trying to figure that out in my head right now. Let's get some comments here before we get to lineups. Sean says, I don't like Boston nor Toronto, so it's very hard for me to choose a winner. Yeah, I bet that is. Like, in my opinion, I don't really hate teams. I used to hate a lot of teams when I was younger, but now as I gotten older, I'm indifferent on a lot of teams. And I don't know. I suppose I should root for Boston tonight because of the outfit. But yeah. Tell you what, Boston, first regulation loss against the Kraken a few days ago. So hopefully, well, why not hopefully, but we'll see if they bounce back. Angus says 5-2 Boston, so pretty high scoring. Angus says, same here about not being a fan of either. It was not hard for me to recognize that Boston is probably better. Yeah, I'll go for I think let's go 4-3 Boston. I'm gonna go 4-3 Boston in overtime, of course, because every game that I do on this channel goes to overtime. So I'll go 4-3 OT. Win for the Bruins. Sean, what's up, Sean? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Chad says big game for the Leafs, massive game for them. We'll take a look at the standings as well. Angus, yo, Grant in the house. You're damn right, Angus. Back. You got me twice this week. Pretty rare. I usually only stream once a week on here, but you got me 2 times. I had to go live for this game. It's too juicy of a matchup. Also, by the way, so I got this jersey for the Winter Classic, and then the day of the Winter Classic, I saw people wearing these hats, and I was like, oh, that's sick. I should get a hat. And so I ordered one, and it came today. Yes, it came this morning, and I had no idea, but the Boston Bruins are going to wear this Winter Classic jersey today, the whole uniform. So the stars aligned with that, didn't it? So I'll be matching with the Boston Bruins today. I think it's a sick jersey too. Very cool. I love that logo, or this logo. I think it looks sick. I know people don't like it, but I think it looks cool. I had to get the hat too. It just goes well with the whole ensemble. Chad says that he hates Montreal. So, Chad, you're probably rooting for the Islanders tonight. I do have that game on my other TV here. I got our game on the iPad, and then on the TV, I got Islanders and Montreal. So I'll keep tabs on both because I am an Islanders fan. So I will keep tabs on both tonight. Andrew says 6-4 Leafs. Chad says 5-3 Leafs. Lots of high scoring predictions tonight. Sean says Montreal only fueled More hate for me after my Predators lost to them. I have no hate towards any of the Canadian teams. I definitely not. Especially, I kind of like Montreal. They got Rem Pitlick. I'm a big fan of his. Caulfield. Andrew, hi. Hope we're doing well, Andrew. Thanks you for watching. Angus says Grant's show should be called OT in America with Grant. Yeah, it definitely should. Overtime in America. What are they doing? So this game is in Boston at TD Garden. They're doing the national anthems. Andrew says amazing jersey. Thank you, Andrew. Here, let's listen to the anthems. Want to sing along? Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts. Chad says that he hates Boston with a passion. Yeah, Boston is a team that you hate or you don't hate, except for me. I'm kind of indifferent. I used to really hate Boston when I was younger, but that hate has kind of subsided as I've gotten older. And I respect them a lot, especially this season. It's incredible what they've been able to do. I mean, just think what their first regulation loss at home, it took them till January. Insane. But yeah, oh, I love those. I love these jerseys. It's just so cool. Angus said I pretty much do not hate teams either. Yeah, it's more fun, I think, to watch hockey that way. We don't hate teams. It's more relaxing, anywho. Because when I was younger, I used to be like so animated, but now it's kind of more fun to just kind of chill out and watch games. Doing the U.S. anthem right now. It's perfectly in sync with the Islanders game. They're both doing both anthems exactly at the same time. Stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Andrew says 49ers is beating up on the Seahawks 38-17. Oh, man. I actually like the Seahawks. Is that what the score is right now? I know they just squeaked in because Detroit beat Green Bay. Oh, yeah, that's 17-38, fourth quarter with 6:50 left. Yeah, that game's over. Poor Seahawks. Well, they got one game in the playoffs, I guess. You know what I missed? Remember last year when Nickelodeon did the wild card game simulcast so you could watch it on Nickelodeon? They gotta bring that back again. I know they did the Christmas Day game with like the Broncos and I forgot who else was playing. But I don't know if they're doing that this year for the playoff games, but they definitely should. They should do that every week, honestly. I'd watch football more. Right. We got Sorokin for the Islanders in that game. I think it's Sorokin and I'd guess Jake Allen. Oh, Sam Montembeault for Montreal. In our game, we got Matt Murray in net for the Leafs. And then Linus Ullmark. Once the puck drops, I'll read all the starting lineups for you guys. Yeah, Linus Ullmark leads the NHL in save percentage with a .938 save percentage. Incredible. Let's get this up. There we go. Players at center ice. And we are underway at TD Garden in beautiful Boston, Massachusetts. Only been there once to Boston. Enjoyed myself. It's a cool city. Very historical. We did all the historical, like Revolutionary War stuff in Boston. The Freedom Trail. Recommend if you want to walk all day. If you want to do the Freedom Trail. Probably better in a car. Shot from the point. Gets blocked. Rebound. Taylor Hall. Shot got blocked. Good pressure by the Bruins here early on. And Sandin is going to regroup it here. Sean says that he hates Boston and Vegas with a passion. Yeah, Vegas is a team I don't really like because I don't like how much success they had in their first year as a franchise. More of a jealousy issue there, I guess. Chad says he likes Toronto and Vegas. Chad says that he hates the Sharks. I've never met somebody that says that they hate the Sharks. That's very interesting. I would love to know why. I feel like San Jose is like a very neutral team. Unless, of course, you're a fan of Anaheim or LA. Oh, what a save by Matt Murray. He robs Brad Marchand. A minute 30 into the game. The Bruins do the backdoor play. Marchand has a wide open net. Matt Murray does the splits and makes a glove save. Oh. Coyle to Marchand. And Marchand kind of whiffed on it a little bit. But what a save by Matt Murray. Sean says, I really wanted the Seahawks to win. I did too, Sean. I've always liked the Seahawks. Seahawks and Giants are teams I've always liked. Angus says, San Francisco really put up a lot of points in the fourth quarter. That's what it looked like when I looked at the box score. Oh, yeah, now it's 41-17. San Fran. Chad had the 49ers winning. I think everybody had the 49ers winning that. It's just if you're a fan of Seattle, you would have rooted for them. Andrew says because Boston always beats the Leafs in the playoffs in the first round. Yeah, that's very true. And it looks like, well, no, if you look at the standings, the Maple Leafs, it looks like they're going to get Tampa in the first round. And if they advance past Tampa, they have to play Boston potentially, which, I mean, that's a tough road for Toronto if they want to try and get to a final this year. That's a very, very tough road. Right, before I forget, let's get to lineups. I promised it to you, and let's get to some lineups. I can even show you guys if you want. So thanks, Scott McLaughlin, for these Bruins lines. We got Marchand, Bergeron, Pasternak, Hall, Krejci, Smith, Zacha, Coyle, Frederick, Foligno. Oh, we got a fight. Foligno. Marcus Foligno and Wayne Simmons. Sorry, not Marcus Foligno. Nick Foligno. It's the older Foligno. Wayne Simmons is just punching air. Foligno, a couple punches landed. Still going at it. Couple jabs. It looks like they're tired. Some body shots by Simmons. Oh, Foligno. got some in on Simmons' face. Pulls the jersey over his head. And finally, that was a long fight. That was like a minute. That was a good fight. That was solid. So we got Foligno, Nosek, Greer. And then on defense, Grzelcyk, McAvoy, Lindholm, Carlo, Forbut, Clifton, and Linus Ullmark in net. Let me pull up the Maple Leafs lines, courtesy of Mark Masters. We got Bunting, Matthews, Nylander, Jan Kruk, Tavares, Marner, Aston Reese, Camp, Enval, Hunt, Kerfoot, Simmons, Riley, Timmins, Giordano, Hall, Sandin, Liljegren, and then Matt Murray in net. And at the bottom, McCann, Holmberg are both out with illnesses. Hopefully they feel better soon. There you go. That was a really good fight. You gotta love it. After the fight, Wayne Simmons patted Foligno on the head. Angus says the Animal Channel has the Puppy Bowl during halftime. I thought they only do that for the Super Bowl. Did they do that for the wild card games? I always watch that. I think that's fun to watch it. Like on Super Bowl Sunday, you watch the Puppy Bowl in the afternoon for lunch, and then you watch the Super Bowl in the late afternoon, evening. Andrew, wow, Chad. 2-on-1. Oh, Taylor Hall's pass goes in the corner. Bergeron's shot got deflected and goes out of play. Tell you what, this Boston offense, it's just so quick and snappy. Very quick. Update in the Islanders-Montreal game. The Islanders have scored to make it 1-0. Not sure who scored, but there's a goal for the Islanders in that game. Angus, when I was in college in Vermont, I used to go to Boston all the time. Yeah, I really liked it there. It's a cool city. I remember going to the spot where they did the Boston Tea Party back in the day, in the old 1770s. But yeah, it's really cool. I love cities that are next to next to the ocean. That's more my vibe. But I never went to a Bruins game though. Well, we got a penalty. I think it's on Charlie McAvoy, and it is 2 minutes for tripping. So Maple Leafs 2, the power play. Yeah, it's that back foot for McAvoy that slid in on the Maple Leafs player. So now Boston's got to kill a penalty. If you do want to watch this game, by the way, on your TV, so you can make it a true watch-along, so you can watch the game together. It is in the United States on NHL Network. And then in Canada, it's obviously on Sportsnet because it's hockey night in Canada. Sean, not only that, Vegas fans think they know everything. 100% agree. 100%. They think they know everything. Toronto fans think they know everything as well. I'm obviously making generalizations here. I know every fan is different. Every fan base has annoying fans, but I think Toronto fans in general are known for being know-it-alls and kind of whiny. Marner to Tavares, centering pass, scores! Michael Bunting makes a 1-0 Maple Leafs on the power play, silencing the crowd in Boston. Was that their first shot of this game? I don't remember Linus Ullmark having to make a save. Yeah, good job by Marner. Hold up play at the blue line. Found Tavares down low and centers it for Bunting in the slot. Yeah, everybody in Boston is just reaching for their stick instead of getting on the body. You could argue, though, that Austin Matthews a little bit interference on Linus Ullmark, but he did get pushed in a little. But if this was international hockey, that would have been blown dead because he was in the crease. But there you go. So Michael Bunting from Tavares and Mitch Marner for your first goal of the game. Andrew says 41-17 Niners. Slady, what's up? Hope you're doing well. I hate the Kings with a passion. Yeah, everybody's sharing the teams that they hate. It's very interesting. I guess my team that I still have a little bit of hatred towards is the New York Rangers. But other than that, most teams I'm pretty like chill about or like. Angus says, I like the Blues and I'm pretty indifferent to all the other teams. I'm pretty similar to you, Angus. Andrew says there's 4 minutes left in the game and my brother-in-law is a diehard Seahawks fan. Any updates? Still 41-17, 2 minutes to go. Yeah, well, it looks like the Seahawks, they're going down today. Sean asks, any opinion on Yaroslav Akarov? Oh, I've never heard of that player before. So I guess I don't have an opinion yet. Yaroslav Askarov. I feel like Askarov is a name that's... Okay, yeah, Askarov. He was on the World Juniors team. What year was that? 2020, 2021. Yeah, Askarov. Okay. That name is ringing the bell now for the World Juniors. Yeah, that was probably the last year Russia was in the World Juniors. So yeah, he played at SKA St. Petersburg. 951 save percentage. Granted, it was 9 games. And then he went to the VHL, which I think is below that, and then the MHL, which is below that. He's kind of bounced around between the KHL and VHL. And then now this year with Nashville, 1 game played, gave up 4 goals. And then in the AHL with the Milwaukee Admirals, 2.66 goals against, 905 save percentage. Trent Frederick, saved by Murray. That was a semi-breakaway. But yeah, based on his numbers, Sean, it looks like he's decent. It looks like he has more growing to do, obviously, because he's only 20. But yeah, keep him in the minors, and then maybe in a couple of years, bring him up as a backup. Was he drafted high? Is he supposed to be like a really good goalie? Oh, yeah, he was, oh my God, 11th overall. How do I not remember that? I don't remember that at all. Well, yeah, if you're 11th overall and a goaltender, then yeah, you're supposed to be really good, huh? Give it time. He's only 20. I guess that's my initial opinion. Andrew says a bloody fight between them both. Yeah, I think Wayne Simmons probably got the worst of that. Nicholas says, I love the Bruins and I went to the Winter Classic. Oh, you're so lucky, Nicholas. I would have loved to go, especially at Fenway. That looked like such a good time. And kudos to the NHL for making that whole setup look so awesome and nice. I think that was really cool. Andrew says, Nick is an ex-Leaf. You ready to get another win? Let's go, Boston. We'll see, Nicholas. They've looked pretty good so far, but One mistake on the PK has cost them. Islanders now have a 2-0 lead over Montreal, if you're curious. Montreal isn't that good, are they? So that should be an Islanders win. Angus says that's only for the Super Bowl. Yes. Nicholas says, what jersey you wearing? It's the Winter Classic jersey. Yeah. It's just a blank one. I didn't want to fork out too much money, and it was on sale. I got this for like $120 at Pure Hockey because it was on sale. And it was like during the Christmas holiday sale. And Boston is a team that like I'm indifferent on. I don't really like them, you know. They're not like the Islanders or like I really like the Canucks. Like they're not one of those teams. So I'm like, I'll just get a blank because I think the jersey looks cool. And of course, get the matching hat. But yeah, it's just a blank. Oh, Marchand saved by Murray. Yeah, Boston's had way better of the chances in this period. Sean says the Islanders are already 1-0 up. 2-0. Yes, 2-0. Sean, Toronto baby Bruins are in shambles. They're in shambles with less than 10 minutes into the first period. Chad says Leafs on top. Angus, I kind of dislike the Rockies, the Rams, and Arsenal because I'm not a fan of their owner, Stan Kroenke. Yeah, it's like with the Glazers. I know the Glazers own Manchester United and they own the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So if you have any rooting interest there, I like Manchester United. But I understand rooting against the team because of their shitty owner. Totally know how you feel with that. Yeah, Askarov was drafted like 11th overall in the first round. Yeah. He was compared to Carey Price. Seriously. That's very interesting because I'm looking at his numbers and they aren't like mind-blowing numbers. Like they're good numbers. Like I'd say on average I'm seeing like a 920 save percentage from him. But like I said, a lot of those are in the lower level Russian leagues. It's not the KHL, which is the top Russian league. So we'll see. That's very surprising that they compared him to Carey Price. And plus, goaltenders are weird, and they take a long time to develop. And we got a penalty. Taylor Hall got knocked down, and the Maple Leafs are going on the PK. Hunt gets his call. Okay, here's the play. Taylor Hall. Yeah, that's a little dirty there. A little bit of knee-on-knee action. So Hunt gets a penalty for tripping. Bruins on the power play. They got a very good power play, so I'm going to watch. Let's watch this. Ooh, a shot there. Blocked by Justin Hall. Here's Marchand. Cross-ice pass. What a keep-in by McAvoy at the point. Pasternak to Marchand. Shots. Hit the glass. Pasternak. McAvoy. Marchand. What a block. Great block by Mark Giordano, and the Leafs get it out. Excellent. Selling out off of Brad Marchand clapper. Andrew says, oh, it's 41-23 now. Yes, that was the final, 41-23. Poor Seahawks. Always next year. Chad says he likes Liverpool. And Angus says likes the Wolverhampton. They're wandering towards relegation. Yeah. Wolves. Yeah, I've always liked Manchester United, so if I had a team, I'd go with them. I don't really watch a whole lot of Premier League. I want to though, but it's just so early, the games. But tell you what, MLS season is slowly upon us. I think we're about just a little bit over a month away from MLS starting. And then you got the Seattle Sounders. They're my favorite team. They're playing in that FIFA Club World Cup because they won Champions League last season. And the crazy thing about that for the Seattle Sounders, if they win their first game in that tournament, which is a quarterfinal game, they'll take on Real Madrid in a competitive match in the semifinal of that tournament, which would be incredible. The Seattle Sounders versus Real Madrid in a competitive match at the FIFA Club World Cup. That's the dream right there. So hopefully they'll make that happen. I think the game starts like the first week of February. I have no idea how to watch it, so we'll I think you have to watch it off like FIFA Plus or whatever bullshit streaming service they have. But yeah, I can't wait for that. Penalty's been killed. Matt Murray's going to cover here with like 11 minutes left. They'll take a TV timeout. Chad says they beat West Ham today. And then Chad says I can't believe Man United beat Man City. Oh, did they? Manchester United. I had no idea that was on today. I would have gotten up. Oh, yeah. Jack Grealish and then Bruno and Rashford. 2-1 win. Tell you what, Mark Goldbridge is probably happy with that performance today. He's a Manchester United YouTuber. Shout out Mark Goldbridge. He's a legend. Andrew said it's over. 41-23 final. Yeah, poor Seahawks. Angus says, waiting for MLS. My hometown, St. Louis, is having their inaugural season. That's right, Angus. I forgot about St. Louis. I think MLS should have promotion relegation. I don't like the playoff format. They need promotion relegation, in my opinion. Andrew says the Jags is on tonight. Are you talking about the Jacksonville Jaguars? Yeah, they're taking on the LA Chargers. That's so weird to me because I grew up with them being called the San Diego Chargers. So now they're called the Los Angeles Chargers. Same with the St. Louis Rams, but now they're the Los Angeles Rams. So we got 9:06 here left in the first. Your shots are 8-3 for Boston. And thank you, everybody that's tuned in so far. It's been lots of fun. Make sure you subscribe, smash the like button, all that nonsense YouTubers tell you to do. It helps with the algorithm and the mainframe behind the scenes. Shot there goes wide. But yes, if you are interested in checking out any of the content I put out on YouTube, I have a channel called the Grand and Keen YouTube channel where I do live watch-alongs like this and play video games. I'm currently playing Grand Theft Auto 5, the story mode. We've done 5 episodes of that, and it's been pretty legendary. So I highly recommend you check it out. It's been lots of fun. And the whole crux of it is that I'm not a gamer at all. So that's why I'm playing these video games, because I'm not a gamer. So it's pretty funny. I recommend you check it out if you got time, maybe after the stream. And I try and go live on my channel about twice a week for those gaming streams, and then once or twice a week on this channel for watch-alongs. Chad says, let's go TFC. I tell you what, the Sounders in Toronto, we've had a couple, a little bit of a rivalry there. We met in 3 MLS Cups. Sounders won 2 of them. In one of those finals in 2016, the Sounders didn't even register a shot and somehow won. Which is ridiculous. The game was at 7:30 a.m. Yeah, that's very early for me. I like sleeping in, Chad. Especially on a weekend. I want to sleep until like 9 or 10 on a weekend. Sean predicts that the Chargers are going to win. I don't know. I'm going to go for the underdogs, Jacksonville. Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm going underdog. Here's Tavares. Shot goes wide of Allmark. Marchand. Got swarmed by Maple Leafs players. Marchand just talking by the Leafs bench. Let's hope Marchand doesn't lick anybody today. It's a good thing Leo Komarov doesn't play in the NHL anymore. Look out. Oh, what a save by Allmark. That was a tough play for Allmark. But Greer and Simmons are going at it. Just hugging. They're just hugging each other. Yeah, it's a tough play for Allmark because it was going in that the no-go zone for a goalie behind the net. So he couldn't get the puck. Yeah, Simmons left wide open in front of Allmark. Angus says, I agree that MLS needs a promotion relegation. Yes, they do. There's too many teams now. And like half of the teams make the playoffs in MLS. And it's just a bit annoying. And I hate the one and done playoff system. I prefer the series where they would play the 2 legs and whoever had more goals would advance. I think that's more fair versus a one and done game. Because, I mean, think about it. You can finish a season 500 in MLS, make it to the playoffs, and then all you have to do is, win 3 games, and then you're in an MLS Cup final? It's kind of ridiculous. Andrew says, Bob Ass is very proud of this victory. I remember the Rams being in Los Angeles, then moved to Oakland, then back to LA, then to St. Louis, then to LA. Yeah, I remember the Oakland Raiders, but now they're the Las Vegas Raiders, I believe. So many teams have moved. How about I remember the Atlanta Thrashers. I'm old enough to remember the Thrashers. Oh, another good save by Allmark. Stones, Austin Matthews. Shot from the point goes wide. Rebound, save Allmark. Charlie Coyle gets taken down, no call. And the Bruins can only get it to center. Here come the Maple Leafs again. I tell you what, Toronto's really come on in this game. They've picked it up here in the second half of the period. Allmark will cover here with about 5 minutes left to go in the first. Lots of post whistle shenanigans. But yeah, the Bruins have not lost 2 games in a row all year long. Let alone at home, of course, because they had that streak. Chad says the North London Derby is tomorrow. Is that North London? That's probably Arsenal. What is that? Is that Arsenal Tottenham? North London. It is Tottenham and Arsenal. Look at me, Mr. Smarty Pants here. I'm just a genius. I'm just so smart, aren't I? I remember the Flames and Thrashers, the Atlanta Flames. Bob Saget from Full House. Oh, I never watched that show, Andrew. Never watched Full House. Lake Lupo, yo, Greens from Poland. What's up? Thank you for watching from Poland. That's incredible. Hope we're doing well. Thank you for tuning in on Twitch. We are live on Twitch, by the way. Let people know about it. We're taking over Twitch and Facebook and YouTube. Talk about the triple threat from the Hockey Podcast Network. Sean says reality is setting back in for Boston. A lot of game left, Sean. A lot of game left. Chad says Arsenal versus Spurs. Yep. Comment of the night here by Sean. This couldn't be more true. Grant is a genius. You're damn right, Sean. All right. I'm good. Yeah, I'm feeling all right, baby. I'm going to have the best fucking night of my life. Such a good song. I love that song. I know it's getting old, but I still love that song. Chad says it's at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. That's early enough or late enough for me to watch, Chad, so I might tune in. How about Fuller House? No, I know that was a reboot, but I have not watched Fuller House. No. Still 2-0 Islanders in that game. Chad, also the El Clasico is tomorrow in the Super Copa. Fantastic. Oh, Allmark is sprawling, and I think Marner just missed it. Marchand, center pass scores! Patrice Bergeron gets the goal for the Bruins, and we're tied at 1. Get in for Boston. Oh. That should be a penalty on Allmark. He literally chucked his stick at Mitch Marner. No call by the refs. Boston comes down at the other end. Marchand to Bergeron tapping. Murray can't do shit. 1-1. But that definitely should have been a penalty on Allmark. Let me know what you think at home. But Linus Allmark chucked his stick at Mitch Marner. It could have been accidental. Could have been. It looked like he did it on purpose, but it could have been accidental. But, yeah, I got to see a replay again. Here we go. Yeah, they probably didn't call it because the stick didn't hit Mitch Marner. But, I mean, he does, chuck the stick in the corner. But it didn't impact the play at all. So, I mean, it's probably fine. I don't know the technicality of the rules for that specific penalty. But, I mean, it's probably fine. But yeah, 1-1 game now. I said 4-3 Boston. Got a long ways to go for that score prediction. Angus says THPN is a social media monopoly. Yeah, you're probably right about that. Just call me Locky. Okay, I'll just call you Locky. No problem. Feel free to let me know where you're tuning in. You don't have to give me your exact location, of course, but I'm watching from Minnesota, if you didn't know. Lovely Minnesota. Locky's from Poland, which is incredible. They're taking over. Yeah, they're definitely taking over. Andrew says Grant is super smart. Thank you, Andrew. Chad says I'm a Barcelona fan. That's Barcelona Real Madrid. Is that the game? Andrew, he had a banana or eggs today for breakfast. You talking about me? I had pancakes for breakfast today. I had like a pancakes, hash brown. It's like a hash brown vegetable mix, and then a fruit smoothie. It was my breakfast. Chad, it's at 2 p.m. Eastern. The Super Copa, El Clásico, El Clásico. Did everybody like my pronunciation of Patrice Bergeron? That's how you properly say his name, and you got to add the flair Italian. I don't know. I know he's not Italian, but you got to add that kind of. It's the French flair. Oh, shot by McAvoy, saved by Matt Murray. 3:04 to go here in the first period. Locky, good to see some NHL stream on Twitch. I'm on the NFL streams. Yeah. I didn't know a lot of people did live streams like on Twitch that wasn't gaming. So that's pretty new to me as well. But yeah, I got to get on that action. Get some stuff on Twitch because I just do YouTube on my own channel. Oh boy, Angus, since I woke up at 4 a.m., I saw the 6:30 a.m. Manchester City Manchester United match. I woke up early to see a comment through my large, clunky 20 by 80 binoculars. What comment was that, Angus? The only time that I've done that, it was for the... Oh, good save by Murray. Right in his gut. 2:26 to go. It was the solar eclipse in 2017. I remember it was my first day of college, and it was like a huge deal. And during the middle of class, whenever time it was happening, we all went outside, wore our glasses, and then looked at the solar eclipse as it went dark for like a little bit, and then it was a light again. It was pretty cool. Weather worked out nicely where I was that day. It was all sunny. But yeah, I remember Donald Trump, he didn't wear the glasses, did he? He looked straight up at the sun, which you're not supposed to do. Another great moment from Trump, looking straight up at the sun during the solar eclipse without glasses on. Nick says, I'm back. What's up, Nick? Glad you're back. Chad says, yes. Andrew says, I'm from Oakville, Ontario, and Toronto, and I'm in Florida, Naples, my parents for 3 months. Oh, that's nice to be in Florida. Very jealous of you because you probably got some nice weather out. It's pretty cold and snowy where I am. Final 2 minutes of the period. Taylor Hall. Good D by Toronto. Forbut gets it in deep. Andrew says he's got the game on. Coyle. Wraparound chance. Shot by Clifton. Save Murray. Here comes Toronto. Oh. The Boston defense was scrambling there. We got 1 minute to go here in the first period. Yeah, so if you do want to watch this game on your TV, it's on NHL Network if you're in the States, and Sportsnet if you're in Canada. That breakup by Boston. Marchand. Bergeron. Marchand shot goes wide. The perfection line has been pretty good this game. We got 10 seconds to go here. Toronto gets it out, and I think that will do it. McAvoy's going to hold on to it, and that's going to do it for the first period. Your shots are 15-5 for Boston. Pretty dominant in the shot department. But, I mean, I'd say that was pretty fairly even. I thought the first 10 minutes was all Boston. Last, 10 minutes was mostly Toronto. Sprinkle in some Boston chances in there as well. But yeah, I think a 1-1 score is pretty fair. Toronto, they had a couple good chances. I think that Mitch Marner chance where he missed the net was probably their best look. But they got that goal on the power play. That was their goal. I'll do a little recap for you. So yeah, Bunting got the goal from Tavares and Marner, make it 1-0, and then Patrice Bergeron made it 1-1. Who got the assist? Marchand, that's right, Marchand. Everybody's favorite, Brad Marchand. Chad says, I'm from Belleville, Ontario. Lots of Canadians tonight. Lots of Canadians. We love Canadians. I love Canadians. I might move to Canada when I get older. Chad says hello. He's on Twitch as well. What's up, Chad? Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a good night. Happy Saturday night. Hockey night in Canada. Kuba said, hey, it's me, Lackey. I just went over here to see the whole chat. Gotcha. He's switching accounts on me. Angus says from St. Louis, Missouri, also known as Misery. Probably because of weather. And then it's comment ZTF. Very interesting. I love doing that, though. That's very cool. Nature is amazing, isn't it? Love astrology. I see that it's also a lot of football soccer fans too, says Lockie. Yes. I'm a pretty big soccer fan. Seattle Sounders, Manchester United. I watched Dortmund, especially during the lockdown in 2020, because the Bundesliga was the first league to come back. So I kind of got into Dortmund because they had Holland and Jadon Sancho. Gio Reyna was coming up. Angus says that he saw the 2017 solar eclipse. It was a total in St. Louis. I predicted that Trump was going to look at the eclipse without his solar glasses. Yeah, that was an incredible moment. Chad says New England Sports Network in Boston. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So I guess if you're outside of Boston, it's on NHL Network. But if you're in Boston, it's on New England Sports Network. in Canada, Sportsnet. And it's on Viaplay if you are in Europe. I've never heard of that, but if watch it on Viaplay if you're in Europe, according to Lockie. Donnell, oh, you're doing this live stream and you got the Bruins Winter Classic jersey. Is that an Adidas or Fanatics? I don't like the Boston Bruins. I don't like the Bruin Boston fans. It's one of the worst fans in sports. That's a take right there. But Donnell, you know me, Donnell. I would never, ever, ever waste my money on a Fanatics jersey. You know that. This is authentic Adidas right here. I'll never waste money on Fanatics. No, no, no. Didn't realize you had the matching beanie knit to match the jersey. Oh, I go all out, Angus. All out. All out. Sean says, I was in Nashville, Tennessee at the time of the eclipse, and it was pretty cool. Lockie says, I'm a Dortmund fan since 2011. I've been a Dortmund fan since 2020, I guess. Lewandowski. National team captain, of course. Lewandowski from Poland, if you don't know. Astrology is another of many hobbies, says Angus. Yeah, astrology is incredible. I guess I can get rid of this. Before we go, because I always take a break during the intermissions. Take about like a 10, 15-minute break. Probably will be a 10-minute break. We can take a look at some out-of-town scores from around the league. Okay. The Colorado Avalanche lead 2-0 over the Ottawa Senators. End of the first. Columbus 4-0 lead over the Detroit Red Wings. Start of the second period. That's tough for Detroit because they're starting to creep up towards that wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. So that's a tough result for Detroit right now because Columbus sucks. My Islanders have a 2-0 lead over the Canadiens. End of the first. Philly and Washington 1-1. Start of the second. Carolina has a 1-0 lead over the Penguins. Start of the second period. The Penguins have been not playing so great as of late, have they? And then Vancouver, the Canucks, Vancouver 1-1 against the Florida Panthers. And then we got Wild, Arizona, Buffalo, Nashville, Kraken, Chicago, Tampa, St. Louis, Edmonton, Vegas, Nashville, LA later on tonight. And then Calgary, bit of a crazy game between the Stars earlier today. Get the win 6-5. There you go. Andrew says Barshard and Mashard. Donnell says 49ers end the Seahawks season in the playoffs. Unfortunately, I like the Seahawks, and we all knew that was going to happen, though. We all knew that was going to happen. Ethan Millar says, you going to watch the game after intermission? Yes, of course. I always come back after the intermission break. I never leave you guys hanging. It's just nice to take a little, like, 10-minute refresher, rest the voice a little bit. Andrew says, I'm seeing the fight. Angus, Bundesliga kind of bores me more into EPL. One thing about the Bundesliga, it's like MLS, but it's like MLS on crack, where there's way more skill, but there's lots of parity, which I like. And Lockie says, I'm watching Flyers Caps. Alphonso Davies for Bayern Munich. I'm a fan of Davies. The Canadian, yeah. Besides Bundesliga, I follow and watch very much Polish and Norwegian league. Ooh, very interesting. I don't know if we can watch that here in the US, but all right, we'll take a break here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and commenting. Lots of interaction tonight, which I wasn't really expecting, but this is awesome. I love it. If you are new to this channel, make sure you do subscribe. Make sure you follow us on the social medias at HockeyPodNet. And then like this video, let people know about the channel. Follow me on Twitter, at Grant Hakeem. If you want to check out any of the content I do on YouTube, you can head to the Grant Hakeem YouTube channel. I do gaming streams and live watch-alongs. If you want to help support this YouTube channel, you can do that through the live chat. And we'll step aside here and let the sponsor identify themselves. I'll be back for the start of the second period. Don't you worry. I will be back. You're watching the Bruins and Maple Leafs live watch-along on the Hockey Podcast Network. All right, hello everybody. We are back for the start of the second period. Thank you as always to DraftKings for sponsoring this stream and everything at the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure you use the code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings. Right, 1-1 game here between the Maple Leafs and Bruins. Pretty even. Besides the shots, it was 16-5 for the Bruins in terms of shots. A little bit of controversy with the Bruins goal, according to the Canadian broadcasters. The chance before the goal, Linus Ullmark, it looked like he threw the stick at Mitch Marner. Well, it went in the corner. But it looked like he either lost his stick or threw the stick in the corner, which I guess is a penalty, but I don't know how the technicality of the rule and whatnot. But Boston comes down the other end, and Marchand found Bergeron, and it's 1-1. So, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on it. I think it should be a goal. It's not like his stick hit Mitch Marner or impacted the play at all, but yes. And thank you everybody for tuning in. Hope we're having a nice Saturday night, enjoying the game. Lots of hockey going on at the moment. I think there's like 3 or 4 Hockey Night in Canada games going on right now. I think 3. But yeah, so let's get this back up. Make my face smaller, which I'm sure all of you appreciate. I'll do my best to get all the comments. We got lots of comments tonight, which is fantastic. I'll do my best to get to all of them. Got some snacks here, macadamia nuts. They're covered in cacao. Highly recommend. The company, I think it's House of Macadamias. Very good. Puck is down here in Boston for the second period. Offside here, 1948 to go. Let's see if I can find where we left off. Here we go. Premier League, because of fans, there is so plastic for me. Timmy Trumpet. We're skating 4-on-4 right now, everybody. Ashanti says, people act like the Bruins swept the Leafs every time they meet. Went 7 games and the Leafs choked. Yeah, it's always been a very tight matchup between the Bruins and the Leafs, but I think the Bruins style that they play and the players that they have, it's more of a physical style, which is much better suited for the playoffs, and I think that's why they get the edge over Toronto every time. Toronto just can't keep up physically. They got plenty of danglers and guys who have amazing hands. They just don't have a whole lot of grit, and they've tried their best to find grit through free agents, a la Wayne Simmons. But Boston overall is just the perfect combination of grit and skill. I mean, a lot of tourists there because she said there's too many fans. Oh, that's too bad, Angus. Yeah, no racist fans. We don't want that. We want respectful fans. We don't mind the occasional, bullshit between fans, the jokes and whatnot. But once it gets like you're attacking the other person with like racist comments or any of that stuff, it's over the line. Good pressure by Boston. And Tavares is going to grab it. So that will end the 4-on-4. We're back to 5-on-5. Ashanti says 2013 Leafs had 3-1 lead with 4 minutes to go. Bruins pure fluke. Interesting. Leafs are their own worst enemy. Leafs are their own worst enemy. No team can catch them in skill. I mean, yeah, I would say that. They have lots of skill. It's the grit, right? They just don't have a lot of grit. Enval scores! A sneaky little wrist shot. Linus Ullmark. I don't know if he wasn't ready or what, but it gets through. And it's 2-1 Maple Leafs on their 6th shot of the night. Watch it here on replay. Yeah, Enval just skates through the neutral zone. Little toe drag shot. Yeah, Ullmark might have been screened a little bit because he shot it across that defenseman. But yeah, good shot. I can't say if Ullmark should have had it or not because I didn't get a good look at it. The angle wasn't right. I need a behind the shooter angle to see if Ullmark should have saved it. But anywho, it's 2-1 Toronto early here in the second. But yeah, back to that comment, Ashanti. Yeah, not a lot of teams have the skill that Toronto does. It's just the grit, and then I think they don't have a lot of playoff experience on their team, do they? I think that costs them as well. They don't have experience in terms of getting like Stanley Cup runs, right? All these guys have played in the playoffs but have gotten bounced in the first round. That's why you have Mark Giordano, right? Explain. Yeah, it's all mental with Leafs. Once they figure that out, they will stomp out of the league. I agree with that. A lot of it comes down to your mentality, nerves. But at some point, you got to say it's just not going to work out. If they don't make it out of the first round this year, then I think there's got to be some major changes with this organization. But they're in such a hard division too. I mean, it's hard with Tampa being Tampa, with Boston being as good as they have been. It's hard. That's why they have to be first in the Atlantic so they can play a wild card team in the first round and not have to face a Boston or a Tampa every time. Yarncrook shot goes wide. But I tell you what, this has been a very good game. I would love a series between these two teams. Let's hope that happens. That'd be very entertaining. Bundesliga, he's saying the Bundesliga fans, the atmosphere is better. It's more real than in the Premier League. But yeah, in Dortmund, that like huge fan wall, I forgot what they call it in Dortmund, but it's like a huge wall where the fans sit behind the net, and it's just incredible when it's full. That's on my bucket list. I want to go to Dortmund and go to a game. Here's Pasternak. Scores! Let me eat some pasta tonight because Pasternak gets the goal, and we're tied at 2. Oh, 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 oh. It was like a semi-breakaway for Pasternak. I thought he was going to go to Marchand, but he just goes for the shots. And I think Matt Murray needs to be saving that. I think that just squeaked through that right pad. Yeah, I think Matt Murray, I think he was also thinking pass, and Murray was kind of leaning over, getting ready for the pass, and then Pasternak went short side with it. There you go. That's well-deserved for Boston there. 2-2 game. I tell you what, we're on our way to a 4-3 overtime win for Boston, which was my score prediction at the jump. So we'll see. Lockie says, also clubs in Germany can't have owners that own the whole club. There is like 50% owned by the fans. That I love that, Lockie. And MLS, I don't know if every MLS team is like this, but for the Seattle Sounders, that's how it's like. Half of it is owned by the fans, and half of it is owned by. There are lots of celebrities that own the Seattle Sounders, like Russell Wilson, uh, Drew Carey. He hosts Wheel of Fortune now. He owns the Sounders. I think Macklemore does as well. There's lots of people. Oh, Matthews toe drag. Allmark got the pad out. Here's Nylander. Cross ice. Oh, Allmark's on his ass and makes the save. Wow, what a shift by the Maple Leafs there. Better saves by Allmark. He's on his ass and somehow was able to make saves. I can't do that yet. But yeah, look at Matthews here. I thought he was going to score. But that lag for Allmark beat him. TV timeout. Lockie says the Flyers lead 3-1. That is a huge result for the New York Islanders. They're getting lots of help. The Penguins have been struggling. If the Capitals lose to the Flyers, that'll help out. If Buffalo keeps losing, Detroit's losing tonight. If the Islanders can hold on, that'll definitely help with the standings. Are we able to take a look at standings? So actually, currently right now, our live standings, Islanders have jumped Pittsburgh for that last wild card spot. However, Penguins have 2 games in hand. Buffalo has 3 games in hand. Look out for Florida. They're creeping up. Detroit's there. I mean, Philadelphia has 43 points. They're kind of in the mix a little bit. I mean, it's going to get awfully tight as we enter late February and March for that last wild card spot in the East. I think your top 7 is pretty. I'll go top 6 is pretty much set. Washington Capitals are kind of a little bit on the bubble, but I think they'll make it. And then everyone else is a bubble team. But that is a good result for the Islanders tonight. They still lead 2-0 over the Canadiens. Looking to bounce back. They've lost twice at home ice, which isn't good. So looking to bounce back. Ashanti says the Leafs are the Yankees of the NHL. People are always going to hate. Exactly. When you think of the NHL, you think of Toronto Maple Leafs. That's probably the first team that comes to your head. Lots of hate towards Toronto. Same with Boston, too. A lot of people don't like Boston. They have sick jerseys, though. I think these should just be their alternate jerseys from now on. I think it's just awesome. Go Meth Bear. We all love the Meth Bear. Oh, yeah, the Hooligans. I remember that. That rings a bell. Well, I didn't know the Packers The fans own that team as well. I didn't know that for the NFL. Hefty Duck says, "How about Foligno dropping the gloves?" Yeah, that was a good tilt between him and Simmons in the first. Really good fight. That's probably one of the longer fights I've ever seen. But that's why Boston is so good. They got so many guys like that on this team that can stick up for one. They'll stick up for each other in fights. They got lots of fighters on this team. They're just tough from top to bottom. There's not really a weak player on this team. Matt Murray mishandled the puck there, but he recovers. Mitch Marner drops it off. Tavares. Shot gets blocked. Here's Mitch Marner. This line's buzzing for Toronto. Here's Tavares. Riley steered away by Ullmark. And Charlie McAvoy is going to regroup it here for Boston. Ooh, Taylor Hall toe drag. Angus says, one of my favorite British 60s band is called Small Faces. I've never heard of that band. Look that up. Small Faces. Oh, what a save by Ullmark. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, I hope you guys are watching this at home. You have to see that save because I can't describe that save and do it justice. That was incredible. He got the blocker. There's a long shift. There's like a 2-minute shift here for Boston in their own zone. They get it out. No icing, says the ref. Quick up by Matt Murray. Been all Boston in the second. Sorry, all Toronto. Here's Bunting. Centering pass goes awry. And Boston's able to get a change here. Wow, how about Linus Ullmark keeping Boston in this game? But Angus, that small faces band. Oh, we got a goal, Boston. Greer. Give Linus Ullmark an assist for that. Oh, that's all Linus Ullmark. And the Bruins get their first lead of this game. Oh, look at that. He opened up his blocker and saved it. Oh, then Matt Murray again. I think that's another softie. Yeah, that went right through his leg. Like it wasn't even 5-hole, it just went through his leg pad. Yeah, he'd want that back. He'd want both of those back, Matt Murray. Well, 4th goal of the season for Greer. The crowd in Boston is alive. We have a delayed penalty. And it's on Boston. Charlie Coyle is going to get 2 minutes for tripping. So Toronto back on the power play. 1-for-1 are the Maple Leafs today. Yeah, I'm giving Linus Ullmark an assist on that goal from Greer. I'll have to check out that band, Small Faces. They look interesting. That's my genre. Ethan Miller says, do I have a score prediction? Yes, I predicted a 4-3 overtime win for the Bruins today. Still could happen. Let me know your guys' score predictions if you haven't said it already. Hockey fan says hi. What's up, hockey fan? I love that picture, by the way. That's an awesome picture of the Minion. Shout out Minions. Chad says goal, yes. Man, I'm behind on comments. I do my best, everybody. It's a lot of comments tonight. We're doing our best here. Chad says the Leafs are on top again. They were on top. Ethan's, what website are you currently using on the screen? It's in the top left corner there. Flash Score is the website that we're using today. Which is nice because it auto updates all the stats and everything for you. So it's pretty cool. Sometimes it does update before the actual goal happens. That's happened a few times, but usually what I see on my screen happens before it updates. So, oh, they're playing my song again, Mr. Brightside, and I just can't look. It's killing me. And taking control. They're singing it in Boston. Let's sing together. Jealousy turning saints into the sea. Swimming through single lullaby. Joking on your alibi. But it's just the price I pay. Destiny is calling me. I'll stop. I could go on. Lockie said it's called the Yellow Wall. Yes, the Dortmund fans in the back. It's called the Yellow Wall. That's incredible. I'd love to be a part of that someday. Bucket list. Jeff says, hey, Grant, how's your day going? It's going well, Jeff. I've been looking forward to this game for a long time. This whole week. Once I saw this game, I'm like, I got to go live for it. We got to do a stream for it. But thank you so much, Jeff, for watching. Hope you're having a good Saturday night. Offside here on the Maple Leafs. So $1:15 left on the power play. 8:33 to go here in the period. Lockie's asking if anyone here follows the Czech Hockey League. I do not. But doesn't Jaromir Jagr play in the Czech League, or is it a different league? Someone will let me know. Oh, yes, Lockie. You're damn right I know Wrexham. I have a jersey. I have Wrexham's jersey. But yeah, that documentary, Welcome to Wrexham, which is on FX if you're in the United States, is incredible. Shout out Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. That's going to be an amazing story. I hope that team gets out of the Vanarama and makes it to the Premier League one day. That would be an incredible story. Another bucket list item is to go see Wrexham play at the race course. Rebound! Oh, at the post! Bruins hit the post shorthanded. 3-on-1 for Toronto. Good D. 2-on-1 for Boston. Here's McAvoy. Oh, everyone's tired. Everyone's tired. Everybody's changing. What a sequence that was. Enval centering pass. Marchand is there. Good kill by the Bruins. They kill it off. Retain the lead. But yes, I would love to go to the race course ground and see a Wrexham game. Crazy game right now. Angus says, I want to see a match at Wrexham. Yes. Yeah. The owner, yeah. We got to watch. This game's going crazy right now. Pasternak puts it in the corner. Here's Clifton. Hall back for Clifton. Grizzlick shot, saved by Matt Murray, and he'll cover with 6:20 to go in the second. Ooh, tight game right now. But yeah, right now I'm giving Linus Ullmark man of the match so far. He's been fantastic for Boston today. But yeah, that was a bad rebound by Matt Murray that he gave up, and Pavel Zacha just hits the post. Oh. Angus, you don't know the owner of Wrexham? Oh. I thought you were going to say Stan Kroenke, says Jeff. Bruins, Leafs, Habs, Red Wings, the rest don't matter, says Ashanti. Ashanti's bringing in the hot takes today. Love it, Ashanti. Well, Tavares shot, saved by Ullmark. He'll cover, and we'll take a TV timeout. Look at that. 5 minutes left in the period. 5:54 to be exact. That boy, Angus. Chad says Ryan Reynolds wants to buy Ottawa. Yes, this is an excellent topic. Ryan Reynolds looking to buy the Ottawa Senators. I think that'd be incredible for the Ottawa franchise, having him be a part of it. Do you think you should? Let me know in the comments if you think Ryan Reynolds should buy Ottawa. I'm all in favor for that. I think that'd be awesome. I still don't know if he has the money for it because he owns Wrexham. He somehow has to find enough money to buy Ottawa. He obviously needs like partners to do that with. I'll chip in. Hey, if Ron Reynolds wants to contact me, Ryan, if you're out there, I'll chip in. I'll chip in like $100 and I can co-own the Ottawa Senators with you. That's my invitation to Ryan Reynolds. Someone clip that up and send it to Reynolds so he knows. I'll chip in $100. Or he can hire me as the announcer or something like that. Why not? Angus, Kroenke's the opposite. Everything he touches turns into shit. Rod Stewart was in Small Faces, a mod influence band. I've heard of Rod Stewart. Ashanti says the Bruins have the goalie edge. Yeah, Matt Murray. Not great. I think Matt Murray's a backup, and Ilya Samsonov at this stage is a backup. Oh, another save by Ullmark. Good look by Will Nylander in the slot, but Ullmark got there to make the save. But yeah, I think highly of Ilya Samsonov. It hasn't worked out yet. Didn't work out in Washington. Sort of been working in Toronto, I guess, but yeah, the Swayman Ullmark tandem is, I'd say, one of the best in the league. Pretty good. However, I do rate the Varlamov Sorokin tandem. That's probably the best in the NHL. You can't get much better than that in terms of a goalie tandem. In terms of the cap, though, it's probably the worst tandem to have because you're spending, what, 10, 11 million bucks on 2 NHL goalies, which you don't need. Lockie says, have you heard of the Ultras subculture? I have heard of that, the Ultras. Yeah, for bad reasons. For bad reasons. Wyatt. That's a nice little poop, Wyatt. Bathroom. See, I think Wyatt went to the bathroom. No me puedo quejar porque no puedo estar con el celular. You don't have a cell phone, Wyatt. PS5. Lockie says, yes, Jogger plays in the Ryturi Kladno. Yes. He's 50 years old, I think, Jaromir Jagr. That's just incredible that he's still playing hockey. That's my goal. I want to be like Jaromir Jagr and still playing when I'm that old. Oh, Boston. Oh, pass goes to the corner. Another save by Murray. Here's Foligno. Good D by Toronto as they get it out. What a game. This has been a fantastic game, everybody. I hope you're enjoying this at home. Hope you're able to watch this too. It's been a treat. Lockie says, end of the second. Flyers Capitals, and it's 3-1 Flyers. And yes, he is a Flyers fan. Very interesting. How did that happen, Lockie? From Poland, become a Flyers fan. There's definitely a story. If you're willing to share it, I'd love to hear it. Krejci saved by Matt Murray. Angus says, the other day I read about a football soccer stadium in Slovakia, which a train goes right through it, and that's the only stadium in which in the world which a train cuts through it. That just seems like a developer issue, construction issue. You think they'd have enough hindsight to realize, oh, there's train tracks that go through here. Maybe let's build the stadium so it doesn't go through it. But that's very interesting. Here's Coyle wraparound chance. Murray says no. 2:20 left here in the period. But yeah, I got to find a picture of that. I bet that looks insane. Wyatt says, I like your videos. Thank you, Wyatt. If you don't know, I do have a YouTube channel called the Grand Akeem YouTube channel. You can check it out if you want. I do gaming streams and watch-alongs. But I've been enjoying my Grand Theft Auto series. That's been lots of fun. Highly recommend you check it out. We've done 5 episodes. Maybe after the stream, check it out. Lockie, yeah, I know. But now owning of Wrexham for him is cheap because they're not even the EFL. I remember watching that documentary, and Ryan Reynolds didn't make enough money for him to solely buy Wrexham. He needed Rob McElhenney to pitch in and help out. So it's still expensive, but I understand it's not even close to trying to own Manchester United or anything. Wyatt, have I what, Wyatt? Do you know about the monsters? The Cueva monster. I've never heard of the Cueva monster before. Hannah. Oh, yes. Love it, Hannah. Attaboy Angus as well. St. Angus, you look so handsome. Love it. Thank you, Hannah, for tuning in. Kuba says, I'm going to go. Yes, thank you, Lockie, for tuning in. Shout out. He was watching from Poland, everybody. What a legend. Everyone give a clap to Lockie there. Watching all the way from Poland. And then Angus, yes. Maybe you guys should like talk and get a separate like private channel and talk. We're matchmaking on the Hockey Podcast Network tonight. Toronto. Yarn Crook. Good D, my McAvoy. Marner has it at the point. Near side to Liljegren. Shot by Yarn Crook goes wide. 38 seconds to go here. Can the Maple Leafs tie it up here before the period ends? The Bruins are able to get it out. Good stretch pass. Shot deflects out of play. 21.1 to go. Nylander not happy there. Smashes his stick on the glass. Angus says, good night, Kuba. The Cleveland Monsters. I do not know of the Cleveland Monsters. No. The only Cleveland teams I know are the Cleveland Browns. And then I guess Ohio, we got Cincinnati Bengals. Columbus Blue Jackets. Columbus Crew. I'm sure there's more, but that's all I know. Lockie, I got one Flyers cap from my mom when I was 14, and I Googled the team, and then I became a fan. Awesome story. Shout out to your mom. I tell you what, being a Flyers fan is probably tough right now. They're not playing super great, but they are. There's a glimmer of hope for the Flyers. They're definitely creeping up in the standings, kind of. They might make a push, and we'll see what happens, but they're definitely in the mix. They're in the conversation. And there you go. That's the end of the second period, everybody. It's 3-2 Boston. And Coyle and Michael Bunting having a conversation. And looks like cooler heads prevail there. Well, to recap this period, I think Toronto probably had the better start to this period, and then it kind of evened out towards the end of it. But yeah, second period, Enval got the goal kind of early on to make it 2-1 Toronto, and then Pasternak got a goal to tie it up, and then AJ Greer. Pasternak's goals like that semi-breakaway. AJ Greer got that goal from Foligno Nosek to make it 3-2. Stats, if you're curious, if you're a major stat head, here you go. I won't read through everything, but yeah, the block shots is very interesting. 14-9 for Boston. 14-9. Lockie says, and bonus was that it was some Czech and Slovak players like Jacob Voracek. Oh, that's right. Yeah. See, even Europeans can get in on the action in the NHL. Wyatt says fire alarms. I love fire alarms, especially in school when someone pulls the fire alarm or it's a fire drill day. You get to leave the class, and I always love those days. Stand outside for a little. At when I was in college a few years ago on campus when I lived in the dorms, it wasn't in my dorm, but one of the other freshman dorms. Someone pulled the fire alarm like at midnight, and everybody had to exit the building. And it was one of the bigger dorms on campus, so I'd say that maybe like 1,000 kids lived there. Maybe not 1,000, but it was a lot of kids lived there. And one idiot pulled the fire alarm in the middle of the night, and everybody had to leave. Everybody was bitchy on Twitter. It was hilarious. Jacob says the Bruins are going to win 6-2. That could happen. Big Ben. I've been to Big Ben, Wyatt. I went to London twice, and I've seen Big Ben both of those times. Excellent city, London. Hefty Duck says he loves the Cleveland Monsters. Cleveland Cavaliers, yes. I'm not well versed with basketball. So there you go, Cleveland Cavaliers. Hefty Duck, I spaced. Why is everyone naming Ohio teams? Because Wyatt commented something about like the Cleveland Monsters or whatever. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that. And then I just started listing off like teams from Ohio. And then everybody else started listing teams from Ohio. That's how that started. Angus says, I remember when Cleveland had an NHL team called Barons in the 1970s. Did they? I've heard of the Barons. I didn't know that was Cleveland. Wyatt says, big show. I've been watching a lot on Facebook. I know you guys were in the area of your family, and the family was so big of you. Wyatt, the Monsters are playing somewhere else. I don't want to know what's going on with Wyatt. Maybe some PG-13 content's going on for Wyatt. Asian Boys says, go Bruins. NFL. Jacob, my favorite holiday is 9/11. Okay. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Angus says, I remember when I was in junior high, people used to pull the alarm a whole lot. Yeah, that was a big thing in high school. I remember one year in high school, someone actually did that. Also middle school. I guess that's junior high. Middle school. I remember someone did it in middle school too. What was his name? I can't remember his name. I was pretty close. I was pretty close to him, but he pulled the fire alarm in 8th grade. Hefty, gotcha, LOL. Don't forget Cincinnati. Yeah, I said Cincinnati Bengals. Who did I say? I said the Cleveland Browns, the Bengals, Blue Jackets. Someone said Cavaliers. The Buckeyes, Ohio State Buckeyes. Isn't there like a University of Ohio, like Bobcats or something? The Cleveland Guardians. I forgot. Yeah, the Cleveland Guardians. Angus, don't forget the baseball team, the Spiders. That was the original team name for the Guardians/Indians. Formerly the Indians, yeah. Well, let's take a look at some out-of-town scores as the period has ended, and then we'll take a break. The Colorado Avalanche have a 4-0 lead over the Ottawa Senators. And in the second, the Blue Jackets lead 4-0 over The Detroit Red Rains, I'm sure Hefty Duck is happy about that. My Islanders have a 2-0 lead over the Canadiens end of the second. Things are going well on Long Island. The Caps have a 3-1 lead over the Capitals. Lockie's loving it. Start of the third. Carolina has a 2-0 lead over the Pittsburgh Penguins. Pittsburgh continues to struggle end of the second. And then the Panthers have a 4-2 lead over the Canucks. And the Canucks just... defense is the major issue with Canucks and goaltending. Coyotes and the Wild scoreless end of the first. Good job for Arizona keeping it scoreless. Buffalo, Nashville tied at 1 after 1. The Kraken are absolutely throttling the Chicago Blackhawks in the Windy City, 6-1 for 6-1 for the Kraken. The Tampa Bay Lightning have a 2-1 lead over the Blues end of the first. The Oilers and Golden Knights, Kings and Devils play at 9 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Eastern for the Kings game. And then 6-5 Calgary over the Stars. Ohio State, yes. Ohio. I remember that little... I went to a Gopher game at the XL, and the Ohio State band was there, and they did this little like drum beat, and they went like, Ohio. Blue Jackets, yes, we got Blue Jackets. Columbus Crew, Wyatt loves the poo. I don't know if he's taking a dump or what's going on with Wyatt, but he's loving the poo emoji. Hopefully everything goes well for you, Wyatt. Make sure you wipe or use a bidet, of course. Wash your hands. Jacob says Caps have a 3-1 lead over the Capitals. There's 2 Washington teams. Oh, wow. I think they're playing the Capitals. They're playing the Washington Nationals. I think that's the game that's going on right now. Go Knights. Well, all right. I think we'll take a break here. How much time do we got until... Yeah, so we got about 7-8 minutes until the start of the third. I'll step aside here, take a little break, let the sponsor identify themselves. And before we do that, thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been lots of fun on this Saturday. If you are new, make sure to subscribe and follow us on the social medias. At HockeyPodNet is the Twitter and Insta. Follow me on Twitter, Akron Akeem. If you want to help support the channel, you can do that through the live chat with a donation. It'll help make the channel even better than what it is. So step aside. You're watching the Bruins and Maple Leafs live watch along on the Hockey Podcast Network. I will be back for the start of the third. See ya in about 7 minutes or so. All right, everybody, we are back for the start of the third period. Thank you, as always, to DraftKings for sponsoring this stream and everything at the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure you use the code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings. Right, 3-2 lead for the Bruins as we enter the third period, the final stanza. The final countdown. Angus, toilet seats for Wyatt. Need some teepee as well. No, bro, you said the Caps have a 3-1 lead over the Caps. Did I say that? I apologize. The Capitals are playing the Flyers. Sorry to confuse you guys. Capitals, Flyers. RJ to the rescue. Thank you for tuning in. Flyers 3-1 lead in third. Angus says the worst name for a team ever, the Washington Bullets, NBA team. Not a great team name considering the crime is high in DC. I didn't even realize. Yeah, that is funny. I didn't make that connection until you said that. That's hilarious. RJ, lots of score updates from RJ. I'll flash those up. But yeah, for me, Linus Ullmark is the player of the game for Boston. He made some epic saves. Especially that one with the other side of the blocker. He didn't make a blocker save like this. He had to do that with his blocker and make the save and stretch out. But yeah, Matt Murray was a bit soft in that second period. I think both of those goals that he gave up in the second were ones that he definitely would want back. What do you think is going to happen, everybody? Let me know how you think this game's going to end. If you're new to this channel and you're new to me, I'm Grant. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I'd say 95% of the games that I've done on this channel go to overtime. So we'll see if that happens tonight. If Toronto can tie it here in the third, 3-3, and force OT. Angus says, NFL playoff update, San Diego. Not San Diego, isn't it LA? LA Chargers 17-0 lead over the Jacksonville Jaguars in the second quarter. I went with Jaguars, so I think that prediction is wrong. Here we go. Players are at center ice. We got Matthews and Coyle on the faceoff. And we are underway for the third and final period at TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. Wyatt says no. Ethan says he's hyped for this period. Should be a great finish. I mean, I gotta go Boston. Boston is they're in a tight game like this. You got to take the Bruins. They know how to close out games, don't they? Angus says he's hyped as well. LA, you are correct. Habits are hard to break. Yeah, I understand, Angus. And Wyatt says no. Bergeron puts it in deep. Pasternak. to the point for Grizzlick. Goes off the glass. Ooh, good save there by Murray. But if you are new to the channel, everybody, make sure you do subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network. Follow us on Twitter and Insta at HockeyPodNet. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Grant Akeem is my handle. If you want to help donate and support the channel, you can do that through the live chat. And if you want to check out any of the content I put out on YouTube, you can head to the Grant Akeem YouTube channel. I play video games and host watch-alongs just like this. So if you are interested, you can head over there, watch some of my videos, subscribe if you want. But more importantly, subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network. That's the most important thing tonight. And please let people know about the channel and click the like button. Lots of awesome podcasts and watch-alongs on this channel. My favorite is the Islanders Never Say Die podcast. Shout out, it's TJ and Grumpy. They're awesome. Highly recommend you check them out. They're my favorites because I am an Islanders fan and they have an Islanders podcast, but they're great people as well. Your shots right now, 28-17 for the Bruins. Wyatt is just spamming no in the chat. Hope everything's okay, Wyatt, and your visit to the bathroom or whatever is going on isn't going awry or anything. Puck goes out of play here, 17-13 left. And I hope everyone that's tuning in right now is having a good night. Saturday nights are one of my favorite nights. Nothing better than watching hockey, especially when it's hockey night in Canada. Still 2-0 lead for the Islanders over the Canadiens. Who got the goals? I'm curious. On my own curiosity. Oh, Matthews. Shot scores! What a goal by Austin Matthews. And he does this to the crowd, telling him to give me some. What a goal by Austin Matthews. Just roofs it over the glove of Allmark. And we're tied at 3. And my score prediction could happen here if 3-3 holds throughout the rest of the third period. But look at this goal. The hands by Austin Matthews. Oh, just roofs it. Straight up roofs it. Chad says, let's go. Your favorite Leafs player. Tell you what, the sequence before that goal, Matthews batted the puck out of the air to get out of the zone. Wyatt is asking, do you sap Nis? Which I don't know what that means. Never doubt the Leafs, says Chad. It's been an excellent game so far. It's been fantastic. El problema. That's incorrect Spanish. I know. Is that el problema? No, that's right. Because I was thinking when you end in Spanish, you would say like la problema to make it end with a. But I think that's right. I don't know. I haven't taken Spanish in such a long time. Ethan says, damn, really thought Boston was going to keep their lead. That's what I was thinking too. Maybe I jinxed them. I said, oh, I'd bet for Boston to they're really good in 1-goal games. they'll retain the lead, but Toronto got the goal. Nothing Allmark can do there. That's just Austin Matthews being Austin Matthews. Here, Enval to the point. Back for Enval. Here's Liljegren. Shot gets blocked. And Boston's able to get it out. Wyatt, what's going on, Wyatt? And we got a hand pass on the Bruins. 14:29 to go here in the third period. Oh, yeah, good chance there for Coyle. Matt Murray. Good save. He was down in the butterfly. Wyatt, what is going on, Wyatt? Are you okay? Here's Matthews to Marner. Toe drag. Centering pass. Oh, Giordano broke the stick, but Bunting got the rebound. And Allmark makes the save. Oh, Giordano had a great look, but his stick broke. Yeah, that's a good job by Allmark to stay in position because that broken stick can definitely mess you up. He was getting ready for the shot, and the shot never came, and then he had to adjust for Bunting's shot. Another shot from the point. Ramps out of play. And a TV timeout. Chad is saying, huh? Yeah, I don't know, Chad. I don't know what's going on with Wyatt. I hope everything's going okay. When's the All-Star game? I feel like that's coming up soon. Oh, wow. 24-0 for the Chargers, if you're curious. Second quarter. I saw that there was a leak for the All-Star jerseys. Yeah, here we go. Trying to see if I can show you guys the All-Star jerseys, because there was a leak, apparently. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. A little bit of this. Right, here we go. So there was a leak for the NHL All-Star jerseys. They decided to go with like a 90s throwback, it looks like. But yeah, here it is. This is apparently what the logo and jerseys are going to look like for the NHL All-Star game, which I don't know what day that is. Let me take a peek. NHL All-Star game. Saturday the 4th of February. So that's coming up. But yeah, apparently that's the leak. That's what the jerseys are going to be. They decided to go with like a retro, like It looks like a 90s kind of vibe. But yeah, that's pretty like kind of Florida vibe, I guess. But yeah, let me know if you like it or not. I'm not. I don't know. It's all right looking. Not my cup of tea, I guess. Another shot goes out of play here by Matthews. Ethan is asking, what game are you going to watch next on the stream? Well, this is the only game that we're doing tonight on this channel. And then I will be live next week on this channel at some point, probably on Wednesday. I'll have to take a look at the master schedule. But if Wednesday's open, the Islanders are playing the Bruins, and I can definitely do that game. I'm able to take a gander here at the schedule. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we can do that. Next Wednesday is probably my next stream on this channel. I'll do the Islanders-Bruins game. That sound good to everybody? That's at... so it's at... I think that's 7:30 p.m. Eastern, that game on Wednesday. But yeah, Chad is asking, is he drunk? It appears to be, Chad. I think our boy Wyatt here is drunk and on the can. Chad says February. All-Star game, yup. Translated to I send spam in Hawaiian. Oh, this comment, Angus. Oh. But yeah, I can do that game on Wednesday, Islanders, Bruins. That'll be fun. What jersey should I wear? The Bruins or Islanders? I'll go. I'm always gonna go Islanders. They're my favorite. I always gotta go Islanders. Or maybe we could play the game of whatever team's winning. I'll wear their jersey. Let's go Bruins chant at the Garden. And it's icing on the Maple Leafs. 11:23 to go. Matt Murray got bumped into. Oh, a tip shot saved by Murray. That was close. That was very close. Michael Bunting on a breakaway. Oh, he fanned on the shot. But Omar gets the second rebound. Oh, Michael Bunting would want that one back. Bit of a semi-breakaway, kind of like Pasternak. Try to go backhand and just missed. Chad says that was translated to "oh, wake up" in English. Oh, okay. Yeah, we had to put Wyatt in a timeout there. He was getting a little crazy. He's in timeout for 5 minutes. It's like a little kid. Timeout in the corner, 5 minutes. We got a penalty. By the way, the Bruins are 21-0-1 when leading after 2 this season. It looks like we have a penalty, and I think it's on the Bruins. Or it's on Marner. Oh. Yeah, that's a penalty called Marner. That's definitely not tripping. That's definitely not tripping at all. So big chance for the Bruins here to get the lead 4-3. But that's a very questionable call on Mitch Marner there. That's definitely not tripping. I wish they could review 2-minute penalties. They got to add that. That'd be nice because they can review like major penalties, but watch the replay and obviously you'd see that's not tripping. Or even like high sticking calls, because how many times has a player gotten high sticked and there's a penalty, but the high stick was his own teammate and they still call it a penalty? Angus says the most annoying spam is during soccer matches and people randomly say goal. Yes, that is very annoying, Angus. We don't want any of that and people yelling goal when there hasn't been a goal. That's very annoying. Ethan says, yeah, I wonder why Wyatt went mute. Yeah, see, we had to put him in timeout. Here's Pasternak to Marchand. Sorry, McAvoy. And the Leafs get it out. They got 40 seconds left on the power play. Here's Charlie Coyle. Krejci. Oh. Yeah, played it back and there was no one there. There's a good PK by the Toronto Maple Leafs, doing very well. Oh, update in the Florida Vancouver game. The Panthers have a 4-3 lead now, so it's been cut in half. 2-goal lead to now a 1-goal lead. The Wild have a 2-0 lead over the Arizona Coyotes. No surprise there. Coyle. Oh. Here's Morgan Riley. Passes it to Marner. And Boston does well. Charlie Coyle gets it out. Oh, Montreal has scored. So now it's 2-1. Montreal now with about 5 minutes left. Got to look out for that game. Don't blow it, Islanders. For God's sakes, don't blow it. Yeah, the game's kind of settled down, everybody. We're entering about the 5-minute point in about a couple minutes here. And it looks like we might be heading to more overtime. I can sniff it. Right? It's like if someone farts in the other room, you can kind of sniff it a little bit, but it's not like very strong and pungent, like someone farted right next to you. It's a little whiff. You get a little whiff of that overtime. You can feel it coming. Riley puts it in. Thank you, Chad, for these updates. I'll just put them up for a little bit so people can see. Fans are live in TD Garden. Let's go, Bruins. Maple Leafs chance. Puck goes out of play. 6:32 to go. In the third, we're entering crunch time, everybody. Entering crunch time. Angus says, I am in favor for a name change for the Florida Panthers. Call them the Florida Man. Yeah, I don't know. What would they be called? The Florida... I don't know. What animal is indigenous to Florida? Animals indigenous to Florida. You got bobcats, a marsh rabbit, a manatee, the northern mockingbird, a python, the black rat, the Florida black rats, the Florida flamingos. Ooh, that'd be the Florida flamingos. That'd be interesting. That'd be a cool logo, cool jersey design. I'd have fun designing that. The flamingos. Uh-oh, and I think Wyatt here is back on his shenanigans. Wyatt, do we need another timeout, Wyatt? Do I need to send you in the corner for another 5 minutes? Is that what you want, Wyatt? I'm pretending to be a preschool teacher. Wyatt's been a wild card today, hasn't he, everybody? Wild card. Jose says Boston. Damn right. Chad, if anyone cares, my Raptors are losing to the Hawks 105-96. I'm not a big basketball fan. Besides, like, NBA Final. Chad says the Blues score. We got 1:30 left in the Islanders game. It's still 2-1 Islanders. You know, puck to the point for the Maple Leafs. Here's Marner's shot. Gets blocked. And Marchand is able to chip it out. It's been mostly Toronto here, I would say. And Boston has kind of had to weather the storm. Here's Tavares. Got wrecked by Taylor Hall. Oh, Tavares! Oh, good. Engen went wide. Just went wide of Allmark. Man, Boston's holding on by a thread here. Shot by on the point by Giordano goes wide. Thank you for tuning in, Jose. I appreciate it, buddy. Hope you're having a good Saturday night. Angus says, Florida man is a description of a crazy Floridian, which there are many. Yeah, there are a lot of crazy Florida people, aren't there? Chad says, I'm watching Vegas next. Who are they playing again? The Oilers. That should be a good game. I think Devils, LA Canes will be interesting as well. I might tune into that later when I'm having my dinner. Oh, Angus says it. You have pissed off Angus, Wyatt. Good job. Yes, you, Wyatt. Yes, you. Angus is telling you he's cracking the whip to the corner, Wyatt. Turn your face to the wall. You have been in timeout now. You're going to be in timeout again for 5 minutos. 5 minutos. Wyatt. Chad says Nashville have scored. And it's 3-2 Buffalo. Chad says Oilers. Yep. You're a Vegas fan. Vegas has done really well this year. Jose says Boston. Yeah, I'm all decked out in Boston gear today. There we go. Islanders get the dub. Big win for the boys on Long Island. They're currently what 1-1 in their first 3 games of a 5-game homestand. Islanders get the win over the Canadiens 2-1. Big 2 points. They are now in a playoff spot, the Islanders. In my opinion, I do not think they're making the playoffs this year. Just not happening. It's not happening. Nashville scores again, says Chad, and it's 3-3. Wow. A up to Nashville. I'm sure Sean, Mr. Peanut Butter, is loving that. I tell you what, the problem with wearing this hat, however, is my hair looks absolutely atrocious right now. Like if I took my hat off, my hair looks crap. So I'm going to keep it on for the rest of the stream. But then when I take it off, and other people in the house see me, they're definitely making fun of me because my hair looks utter crap. That's the problem with wearing a hat. I also showered too right before I started the stream. So that probably didn't help having fresh hair and then you put it right in the hat. Your shots, by the way, are 30-20 for the Bruins. Chad says Buffalo is choked. Yeah, they got a young team in Buffalo, so you're going to see that. Here's Marchand's. Trying to get some ozone time for Boston. Matt Murray hasn't really had to do a whole lot in the third. Okay, this would be an excellent playoff series. I would love this Boston-Toronto as a playoff series again. Here's Coyle, puts it in deep. Here's Zaka. Brandon Carlo. Puts it in deep. Zaka behind the net. To the point. Shot goes wide. And Justin Hall is going to get it out. Chad says the Lightning have scored to make it 4-2. And the Panthers have won. Yeah, all the games are ending. The 7 o'clock Eastern games are all ending. Here's Tavares to the point. What a block by Coyle. Good job by Charlie Coyle there. Here's Trent Frederick. Puts it in on Murray. Steers to the side. Man, that's crazy. How are they tied up? I don't know. Except for Toronto. 2:36 to go here. The puck got batted into the Bruins bench. It's going to overtime, right? This game's definitely going to overtime. I predicted at the start of the stream a 4-3 OT win for the Bruins. And I don't know, the stars are aligning tonight. This hats that I bought arrived today to go with the outfits. I did not know that the Bruins were actually going to wear the Winter Classic jersey today. So I'm matching with the Bruins. My score prediction looked like it's going to be right. The stars are aligning, everybody. McAvoy pinches. Plays it for Pasta. Mr. Duncan. Marchand, good keeping. Maple Leafs able to get it out. Minute 40 left. Chad says 4-3 Leafs in overtime. That's his prediction. Angus says, let's go Blues, enough of getting struck by lightning, like the pun. Taylor Hall shot goes wide. Carlo down low. Hall scores! Grizzlick! Is that the game winner right there? 4-3 Boston. There could be a review here for goalie interference. We'll have to see. But what a shot by Matt Grizzlick. Was Matt Murray impeded on this shot, everybody? Yeah, good puck movement here. That looks like a good goal to me, everybody. That looks like a good goal to me. I think Boston's going to get the dub here. Chad says no. Yeah, not good for Chad there. The goal does stand. It is 4-3 Boston, courtesy of Matt Grizzlick. Second goal of the season. All right, we're going to watch here, everybody. Toronto, last minute of play here. They got an empty net. Matthews to Riley. Down low. Mitch Marner. Still Marner near side. Up for Riley. Shots. Oh! Nylander almost got there. Here's Marner. Shot by Tavares. Gets blocked. And the Bruins able to clear it out to center. 30 seconds to go here. Everybody in Boston on their feet. Here's Bunting. Puts it in deep. Good keeping at the line by Marner. Shot goes wide. 15 seconds left. And Marchand comes down to ice it. Oh, too cute. 5 seconds left. They got to hurry. Nylander, saved by Allmark. And that's going to do it. The Boston Bruins hang on and get the 4-3 win over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Well, I got the score right. I said overtime, but I did get the score right. 4-3 Boston. What a massive win for the Bruins that is. Bounce back performance after losing to the Kraken, getting shut out by the Kraken nonetheless. But that's a tough result for Toronto. Very frustrating. You played a great third period, but couldn't finish it and get to overtime. But yeah, I don't think there's any goal interference on that goal. They're saying that NHL Network cut in, and they're saying that a Boston player impeded Matt Murray's glove hands, but I don't think that's they'd call that back. No, yeah, Wyatt, you're making everybody angry, Wyatt. Jose says goal. Chad, no way. Chad, no way that happened. Yeah, typical for Toronto, right? That's typical Toronto. No, Justice says yes, sir. He's happy. Go Boston. Yeah, that was an excellent game, Chad. That was fantastic. Let's pray that we get that get the Bruins and Toronto in a playoff series. Angus says you not only have the right to remain silent, but you must be quiet. Comprende? He's on his 4th timeout now. He's on his 4th timeout. Oh, what a game, everybody. Let's run through the summary before we go. Your final stats, 34-21 were the shots. Michael Bunting got it going here, 1-0 lead. And then Patrice Bergeron made it 1-1. Enval made it 2-1. Pasternak 2-2. Greer 3-2 in the second. Matthews got that sick goal in the third where he roofed it on Allmark. And then Matt Grzelcyk, the hero, second of the season. It makes it 4-3 with like a minute to go. And Toronto just ran out of time. Right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. That was lots of fun tonight. Hope you had a good time. Happy Hockey Night in Canada. There's more games going on in the NHL. We'll do a quick out-of-town score update before we go. Right now, the Wild have a 2-0 lead over the Coyotes, 2-0. Sorry, 2-0, end of the second. The Sabres and Predators, 3-3, end of the second. The Kraken, 6-2 lead over the Blackhawks, end of the second. Tampa leads 4-2 over the Blues, end of the second. And then we got Oilers, Golden Knights, Devils, Kings later on. Calgary got a 6-5 win over the Stars. Colorado spanked the Senators 7-0. Columbus got a tight win over the Red Wings 4-3. Islanders get a big win over the Canadiens 2-1. Philly gets the win over the Capitals 3-1. Carolina beats the Penguins 2-1. They continue to struggle. Our game was 4-3 Boston, 4-3 Florida over the Canucks. And that is your out-of-town score update. And as always, thank you to DraftKings for sponsoring this stream and everything at the Hockey Podcast Network. Use the code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings. The next stream on this channel for the Hockey Podcast Network, let me take a peek at the schedule again. Currently, the next stream that is scheduled will take place on January 17th. Which is on Tuesday. So this upcoming Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, Blue Jackets against the Predators. That will be hosted by Lance. And then my next stream on the channel will be on Wednesday, the 18th, for that Islanders-Bruins game at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So that's my next stream on this channel. And then my next stream in general, because if you don't know, I have a YouTube channel called the Grant Akeem YouTube channel where I play video games and host watch-alongs just like this. My next stream will probably be on Monday on my channel for some Grand Theft Auto. And then I'm thinking Monday, Thursday for Grand Theft Auto. We'll do episodes 6 and 7 if you're interested. And of course, if you make sure you do subscribe to this channel, like the video, follow the social medias at HockeyPodNet. At Grant Akeem is my Twitter if you want to follow me. And then if you want to help support the channel, you can do that through the live chat with the donation. Yes, we got to that comment. Dean. Yes, no problem, Dean. Thank you everybody for tuning in. This was such a fun night. Hopefully you had fun at home. And I always like to end the streams by saying it's a crazy world out there. So sending love from me to you and to everyone around the world that could use some love right now. Hope we're doing well. Hope we're doing okay. And I hope you have a great rest of your night on this hockey night in Canada. I will speak to you soon. See ya Monday night on my channel for some Grand Theft Auto. If not, I'll see you back here on the Hockey Podcast Network for that Islanders Bruins game on Wednesday, the 18th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I will speak to you soon.